Hey guys, it's your girl Leslie, and welcome to my channel. I noticed that I've been dressed like I'm about to go to bed. Oh, in almost every single video, you see me with either a bonnet, comfortable clothing, barely any makeup. No makeup here. Natural. Just a sunset lamp sets the mood. And it's like, have you noticed? It's because I actually do most of these videos right before I go to bed. Yeah. So I can set in the mood with you guys, because I know damn well y'all probably the same as me, or just listening while y'all doing whatever y'all need to do. Um, because I like to do it whenever I feel like most of you guys will watch it, like at night. And plus, this is the easiest way for me to pull out some good content, reveal my true feelings during the night. Also, I forgot what my friend named him, but here is Mr. Piglet. He is so cute, adorable, looking so cute. Period. Um, he's so cute, so adorable. I got him somewhere. I don't remember. I got this one a long time ago. And I had him in the band room in my locker for some reason, and I finally got him. I'm like, you deserve better. So I'm lost the track here because I haven't done a video in like 9-10 days. And I'm sorry about that. Thanksgiving, all that. Luckily, I don't have much tea about Thanksgiving. So it wasn't like anything special. Y'all's was probably way more entertaining. Tell me how your Thanksgiving went, because honestly, yo girl, she wanna know. She wants to know. Also, if you guys didn't see already in my channel, I recently posted a post, and it was about options of which type of Tiki Toby fanfic would you guys like me to read. I picked 3 options. If you guys want to give me a suggestion of what might be a better one to you, and you have a link for the other Tiki Toby fanfic that you want to suggest to me, you can comment that straightly down below. But this is like the most recent post, so as soon as you go to the community, you'll see it. And please vote, because I really kind of am interested in doing, because I'm already doing Ben Drowned, The Slashers, Carnage, FNAF book, and Tiki Toby will be added to the list. And then, yeah, go ahead, go vote. Go vote which one you think is best. I did put all 3 links to all the fanfics. I chose the ones that are completed and the ones I think have pretty much a decent amount of chapters. One has 60, another has, I forgot, maybe 20 or more chapters, but it's probably 20 plus. So 20 plus chapters, so we get a good amount, I can't believe I'm reading all these stories, because I'm reading more stories by myself that I already put in one of the other posts of a reading list I made, that I believe that stories or fanfics that deserve attention. Now, I actually posted the link to that reading list so you can go check it out, especially if you're interested in like LGBTQ plus romance, or just romance in general, or adventure, or different types of fandoms, and just different types. I would have put more stories on there, but then whenever I was young and stupid, I used to finish the stories, then delete them from my reading list, because I was stupid. So I don't have half the stories that I read whenever I was young that I felt that were like just good. Okay, so I disappointed myself and maybe others there, and I'm sorry. That was my dumbass's fault, and I'm sorry for that. Mistakes were made. Anyways, continuing on with this video because we're going on really out of the hinges here. I'm going to be reading Slasher's X Reader because we haven't read that one in a month. And I apologize for that. That was probably like really late in October, so it's okay. Y'all shall live because there is a voila new video about it. It'll start getting very interesting. There will be some hints. I ain't gonna spoil anything, but let's go ahead and get straight into that story. All right, y'all. We is in chapter 5, being believed by Hannibal. But she shut her lips, gave a nod, and then spun around, leaving the room without a word. Now then, Hannibal turned his attention back to you with another smile. Tell me all about what brought you here. You sighed and softly shook your head, feeling incredibly self-conscious. You're going to think I'm crazy, you mumbled insecurely. YN. The dark-haired male chuckled, placing his pen note down and... placing his notebook down before taking a hold of your hands. I think I've dealt with crazier people than you. Well, it's just... You took a deep breath and decided to just say it. The leg wound and the collarbone cuts didn't come from me self-harming or whatever my mom decided to freak out about, you began to explain, flushing up pink a little. I don't self-harm. They came from my nightmares. From my dreams. From my nightmares. From your nightmares? Hannibal questioned slowly, tilting his head a little. Yes, I'm always in a boiler room with a guy who constantly attacks me. He awkwardly continued. You probably think I'm nuts, and maybe I am, but I don't think you're nuts. I believe you. He interrupted, his voice sounding calm. Was he trying to mess with you? There's no way he actually believed you. You can't be serious. My mom didn't even believe me. Your tone was full of disbelief as you frowned, taking your hands out of his and deciding that he must be pulling your leg. Hannibal, instead, merely cleared his throat. He wears a red and green striped sweater, along with brown pants and a faded fedora. He started, stunning you immediately. He wields a knifed glove in his right hand and can disappear and reappear at will. His response made you quickly stand up, horror draining the color from your face, while tears pricked at your eyelids. How did he... I'm surprised he'd show himself to you, considering you're not in Springwood. The psychiatrist carried on, getting to his feet and getting a hold of your hands again. There must be something about you. His I don't even know how to say that. We're gonna skip. Shaded eyes stared into yours with overwhelming intensity. Something that he wouldn't find anywhere else. That's why he's playing with you, I assume. He muttered, his thumbs brushing over your hands whilst he mused over the topic. If he wants to play with me so much, then why is he trying to kill me? You whispered with a slight stutter, a shred of fear sparking inside of you. What happened to the courage and lack of fear you felt last night? Did it simply fade? And how do you know about him? Killing is how Kruger plays, Hannibal answered you honestly. It's one of his favorite pastimes. In fact, he stopped, moving back just as the door opened. I figured Ryan told her side of the story by now. Your mother hesitantly spoke up. So, what's the verdict? Oh, hell no. This lady did not just open that door without knocking. This bitch. Oh, my goodness. Like, I would have been pissed. I'm like, get your motherfucking ass right out that door, girl. We ain't finished. I'm not finished. You knock on that door and you ask before you come in, bitch. Who's suffering? You or me? Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. The dark continued. Continuing. The dark-haired male shot you a serious glance before moving his gaze back to your mother. I've heard Wine's side of the story, and I have to say, her mind seems to be extremely messed up by these nightmares, so much that I'm going to have to prescribe medication. He lied to your mother without a second thought, confusing the hell out of you. Why was he lying to your mother? Or was he lying to you? Oh, thank goodness. Medication. Your mother sighed happily, holding her hands to her chest and relaxing her posture. What kind of medicine are you going to prescribe? It's named Hypocil or something like that. It suppresses not only dreams, but nightmares as well, Hannibal told your mother, printing a piece of paper before writing, on a piece of paper before passing it to her. Hand this to the main desk, and they'll give you at least a month's worth of Hypocil, at least. Thank you, I will. She agreed with a positive attitude. Let's go, honey. May I speak to Wyan before you go? He kept his voice composed, but it was clear he really wanted to speak to you. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. Of course. Your mother nodded and left the room once more, still suspicious. You want to speak to me? What about? You wondered. And why did you lie to my mom? Trust me, I wouldn't have done it if there was a different way of doing things. Hannibal held the sides of your shoulders and sent you a concerned expression. I need to warn you about Freddy Krueger, however. His voice was grave, obviously disliking the burnt mail. I thought the Hypocil was going to protect me from him, he responded, puzzled by his warning and firm tone. Is there a way he can get through it or something? He shook his head, disagreeing with you. No, it will protect you from him, and he won't be able to get through the Hypocil. But that's not what I meant. The male kept staring at you sternly. I just mean be careful regardless. If he finds you that special, he'll try and find another way to hurt you, he clarified. Okay, you nodded. Grateful he believed you in the first place. Thank you. Thank you for believing me, and for the warning as well. You coped. You copied your mother's actions from before, and clapped your hands to your chest, worried about this Krueger guy and what he was about to do. Don't worry about it. He flashed you another of one of his sweet smiles. Just stay safe, Wyan. Excuse me, I'll clear my throat. Felt like a little, so, excuse me. Continuing. And with that, Hannibal released your shoulders and allowed you to leave the room. Thanks. I'll try. You bashfully replied, giving a shy wave and then leaving. When you shut the door behind you, your mother was anxiously waiting outside, holding a plastic bag and biting her lip. Wyan! She gave you a tight hug and kissed the top of your forehead, stroking the side of your arm. Hey, Mom, are we going home now? You tried to sound casual, but Hannibal's words echoed in your mind. I mean, it's getting late, and all of a sudden, you stop. Shit. What's wrong, babes? What? Your mom calls you babes? Okay, girl. What's wrong, babes? She spoke with worry, concerned about your sudden alert. Amber's party! I was meant to go tonight and didn't. You held your head and paced around in a circle for a few seconds, feeling bad. I'm sure she'll understand, honey, your mother said comfortably. After all, it is not your fault you're having these bad dreams, except getting injuries and due to self-harm. Mom, don't even start with me on that. I'm just gonna say it like that because, You huffed and brushed past her, leading towards the hospital's exit. Let's just go home. She was about to start speaking again, but luckily your phone rang, meaning you could dig it out of your pocket and ignore your mother without seeming rude. Crap, it's Laura. Hello? You looked down, feeling bad about missing the party. What the hell, Wyan? She snapped, sounding infuriated. You better have a good explanation for skipping out on Amber's party or doing something else. I'm sorry, You hesitated, wondering how to answer. My mom reacted about me not sleeping well, and she took me to a psychiatrist for some help.
Wait, serious? Laura changed tune, now sounding surprised at your response. Believe me, I didn't want to go, but my mom was completely freaking out. You remarked, I wish I could have gone to Amber's party. Can you tell her I'm sorry? Yeah, sure. Don't even worry about it, she said in a nice tone, not seeming annoyed anymore. I just hope everything turns out alright. Me too. Hopefully. I can speak to you later. You spoke you spoke to her as you walked towards your mother's car. Bye, Laura. Enjoy the party. Thanks. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Ryan. Oh my god, my voice. After that, she hung up, leaving you with the delightful company of your mother, her constant chattering and fretting causing you to inwardly sigh. Oh, the excitement. So, what did Hannibal Lecter have to say to you after I left the room? She questioned, with a curious voice, trying to sound casual. You decided to lie, considering she wouldn't believe that he believed you. Hannibal was just explaining how to use the hyposil and how often to take it. Ah, right. Your mother's voice switched to a doubtful one. I'm not sure why he couldn't just tell you that with me in the room, but I suppose that doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't. You dipped your head in agreement and stayed quiet, wanting to go home and stop interacting with her. I wouldn't be surprised. Eventually, the two of you reached home, and you climbed out of the car, your mom passing you the plastic bag containing the medication. Message me when you're going to sleep. Okay, babes? She kissed your forehead again, and before you both entered the house. Will do. Speak later, Mom. As you headed upstairs, you took out your phone again, deciding to text Amber and apologize directly. Who says, will do speak later, Mom? Who says that? 'Cause I sure as hell down in this house. What the fuck? Excuse me. Speak later. Excuse me. Oh my. Like, I don't even know how to feel. Oh my god. Anyway, continuing. We're in chapter 6, Malicious Male with Mood Swings. Oh my goodness. Straight males. Okay. Clicking on Amber's name in your contact list, you begin typing, ready for the anger. Because if Laura was pissed off, then Amber would certainly be irritated with you not showing up / randomly vanishing. Hopefully she'll chill out once you explain and / lie about the whole not sleeping well and life-threatening nightmares. You thought back whenever to the meeting with Hannibal, and relief filled your heart, happy that at least someone believed you. You weren't crazy. This Fred Cougar guy was real. The hypocil would prevent him from entering your dreams and trying to attack you once more. Everything was going to be all right. Thank goodness. Hey, Am, you text. I'm really sorry for not showing up to your birthday party. Like, really. My mom totally panicked about me not sleeping well, and she forced me to see a psychiatrist. Can you believe that? But I promise to make it up to you. YNXXX. Once you sent the text, you opened the bedroom door, only to freeze from complete shock. Hannibal didn't say anything about, what you got there, doll face? A familiar voice asked mischievously, raising his gloved hand to point at the plastic bag. It was the very person you were thinking / speaking to Hannibal about earlier. Fred Cougar. Hypocil. You automatically answered. Your grip on the bag tightened. It's to stop you from touching me ever again. Aw, duh, sweets, that's no fun. The burnt male complained in an amused tone, lounging across your bed and eyeing you slyly. It's a shame Hannibal didn't expect me to have enough power to enter the real world so soon, though. Now, isn't it? Kruger smugly remarked. A surprised squeak slipped your lips when he disappeared and reappeared, holding your shoulder from behind as he leaned close to your ear. What a cute little sound. he muttered flirtatiously. Can you do it again? His actions made you drop the plastic bag, taken aback what he did. No! You panicked, pushing him away and spinning around to face him. Don't you come near me! Your voice wobbled while you tried to warn the psychotic man to stay back. I think somebody's a little afraid. That sounded weird. We're gonna go with that. Kruger wickedly cooed. See, I did it, right? What happened to all that courage and lack of fear last night, doll? Or was it just an act? I don't have to tell you anything, you snapped in response, clenching your fist and trying to calm your not out of control heartbeat. Why do you even want me anyway? That's a great question, baby girl. Kruger was automatically pondering this himself, his dark and devilish emerald eyes gleaming as he carried on speaking to you. You want to answer that for me? Wait, what? You held your arms together and stared at him in bewilderment. How the hell am I supposed to know why you're after me? And me specifically? You questioned with a frantic tone of voice, not completely confused. All of a sudden, he appeared right in front of you. Like, seriously. Didn't even see him move. His movement was like a blur. The devious Mo grasped your chin with his left hand and tilted it in his general direction, pressing your skin with his thumb as he stared into your eyes curiously. Believe me, he muttered intensely. I wish I fucking knew why. The burnt burrito, the burnt potato, the burnt guy spoke in a slightly aggravated voice, a faint glare in his gaze. Yeah, you're not the only one who wants to know here, you retorted steely, that cookie, steely, looking back into his emerald eyes with fierce and unforeseen determination. Your retort caused a smirk to spread across his facial features. This Fred Kruger fellow, finding you to be a bit peculiarly amusing once more. Well, how about this? He paused for a split second, presumably to create suspense. I won't kill you tonight if you don't take the hypo cell. His condition caused you to laugh a little, finding his rule to be utterly ridiculous. Are you for real? You scoffed. 1. How am I supposed to trust you? And 2. Why would I not use the thing that would ultimately grant my survival? Guarantee my survival. You smartly pointed out, not wanting to fall for any tricks. Smart girl, Kruger casually complimented. Smarter than I thought you'd be anyway. His voice brushed against yours. Wow. Well, what? Hold up. I really said voice. I'm like, how does that work? Thank goodness they didn't write it like that. Oh my god. Where is my brain at? Okay, sorry, y'all. Continuing. His mouth brushed against yours while he said that, making your heart beat even faster. Should I be flattered or insulted by that? Your voice was no more than a soft murmur, growing absolutely entranced by the acid green-colored orbs and feeling your fear fade. The man pretended to debate on that before grinning again. Probably both, princess, he purred, his knifed hand running its bladed fingertips throughout your hair, acting like he was mesmerized by you too. Then he snapped out of it and shoved you back, giving a frustrated growl afterwards, as he was evidently having difficulty controlling his emotions. Fucking hell, what is it with you? He hissed wildly, turning away. Am I mean it if I meant to apologize or something? You spoke as your tone dripped with sarcasm. Look, bitch. Are you going to accept my condition with the hypo seal or not? Kruger faced you again, looking riled up. Because if not, I will just find another way to kill you. You understand me? You frown slightly, thinking back to Hannibal's warning and wondering whether or not you should pay attention to it. I need to warn you about Fred Cougar, however. I thought the hypocell was going to protect me from him. Is there a way he can get through it or something? No, it will protect you from it. It won't be able to get through the hypocell, but that's not what I meant. I meant be careful regardless. If he finds out you special, he'll try and find another way to hurt you. Ah, so he did warn you about me. How sweet. Cougar spitefully sneered. I didn't think Hannibal would have warned you about me. To be perfectly honest, I'm surprised he did. To tell you the truth. Backstabbing son of a bitch, he swore under his breath. You can... You stammered, your eyes widening for a second, which you struggled to comprehend everything he could do. He can read my thoughts, too. No, really? He mocked your disbelief. Fuck, I forgot to say that. Whatever, controlling his tone while he slashed at your wall with a seemingly stroppy attitude. I've read everything you thought about today. From feeling bored about planning a party with your friends, to feeling self-conscious about Hannibal Lecter, especially when interacting with him, even when you felt irritated by your mother's incredibly interesting company. Incredibly interesting company, the man listed smugly, enjoying the look of extreme shock. This isn't giving your condition about the no hypocell rule much leverage, you know, you timidly whispered, trying to remain calm and collected. The hypocell will just block you from doing these things. Not during the day, it won't. Another smirk lined his face. Besides, I could just kill you here and now. What's to stop me from doing that, He innocently thought, and making you feel anxious. Because you'll cause a scene? Your mind grasped at straws to stay alive as you desperately continued, and people will catch on to the fact that I didn't die randomly. Perhaps you should accept my condition with the hypocell. The Kruger stalked towards you and gripped your wrist, acting like he really wanted you to accept it. What? So you can mess with me? You skeptically quizzed. Nah. Maybe I'd rather take the hypocell or just get killed by you later on. We're one stubborn bitch, you know that? He roughly insulted, having trouble with holding back his temper, as well as his annoyance. What will it take for you to give in and discard the hypocell? Do something for me, you announced out of nowhere, causing Kruger to cock his head in confusion. Now, I won't ask for my survival. 1, because I still don't trust you, and 2, because that's obvious as hell. You pulled your arm away from his and lightly stretched. So, what the fuck are you asking for then? He viciously demanded, waiting impatiently. You read my mind, right? You double-checked to make sure he could before asking the thing that you wanted. You received a curt nod. Can you tell me whether or not the thing I'm thinking of right now is real? You asked him hopefully, concentrating on your thoughts and thinking back earlier to that day. There was a guy over there. He was covered in blood, guys. He was wearing a boiler suit, not to mention a weird, pale mask. Like, what the hell was he doing here? And he was staring too. Your gaze flashed from the ground, a flicker of white catching your eye, causing curiously to take over your mind. A mask? It was a white mask. Hold on. Didn't Amber see something wearing a white mask earlier? Not to mention a weird, pale mask. You didn't catch a good look, but it looked like a dark blue suit. Anywho's goose. Anyhow, Amber might not be crazy. What she saw might be real. Maybe it was a guy in bloodied attire. That's all you wanted? Really? Kruger carelessly snorted. Why do you even care? I just have to know. You begged a little as you clasped her hand to your chest. This is important not only to me, but Amber too. The uncared male rolled his eyes before answering. Yes, he's real. Oh my lord. So y'all, I'm so sorry. I wish I could read like one more chapter, but it's like 2:33 a.m. in the morning. Do not kill me, and do not say I should go to bed, because I promise you I am, because I gotta wake up at 10 a.m. Anyway, back to me. Oh my lord. Why are you in the camera? But oh my lord, like, we have a new serial killer after us, and can anyone guess who that serial killer is? Now, I'm not gonna drop any hints, because in that chapter there was a very much enough hints for you guys to guess who that is. Don't don't go ahead and read who it actually is if you really cannot guess, because you're really not into this stuff, but you're still watching this video. I don't understand, but it's okay. You do you, sis. But tell me, who do you think, which should be obvious now, but who do you think is the new killer that is after us? The YNs, the main characters, the flaw. I mean, not the flaw. The unflawed, the moment. We are the moment. Okay. And also, I'm not that surprised that Hannibal believed us, because, you know, if we don't know already, Hannibal is also... Oh, why should I say that? You guys can figure that out. It's Hannibal. Just replace the beginning letter, the H, with the C, and you'll find out what type of serial killer he is. See? We just gotta be big brains around here. Psh, big brains. Alright? But anyways, guys, without further ado, I got to go. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing videos, guys. I have to wake up early, so I'm sorry. But any extra announcements will be put right after this video, like usual. Depends. But I don't think I have any extra announcements for now. Anyways, guys, I got to go. Bye and peace.